Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. This is Stock Drop and Roll for the week of April the 3rd. Hope you guys enjoy. Pierre, take it away.
Man, we had it was a calmer week in hats, but there was still some movement. Mm-hmm. So I think you guys would all agree it warranted another Stock Drop and Roll episode because there was quite a bit of change. So let's take a look. Let's get started here, fellas.
All right.
All right, let's start with Leon's old girlfriend, Ecap City, and Andre's new worst enemy. So listen, despite a lot of efforts to make this week a worse week than the previous week, they couldn't. I mean, they tried. They couldn't. So it's a roll, but they're still dead last in our ranking, right? Anything to add, fellas, around Ecap City, dead last?
No.
No.
Not much else we can say. There's some shitty hats in this week in Cap, so that's for sure.
Yep.
All right. In the battle for last place, Ecap City won, but for you Caps, they had a few offerings this week, right?
Yeah, they did. They had a couple. It wasn't a bad week. Actually, I kind of feel like low-key their week was a little bit better than it has been in the past. The past few weeks, I should say, but nothing crazy. You know, stuff that we've seen before from them, or if not somebody else. But
the Seattle hat wasn't bad. Yeah, those two White Sox hats, they weren't like they're not going to set the world on fire, but they weren't bad.
Normal shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They didn't go out on a limb, but they were steady.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean they're actually much better than Ecap City right now. I mean,
oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's look at who's
act like Ecap City shipping ain't A1 though. I always give them their respect.
I gotta tell you, man, you don't let us forget it either.
Man, I will never. I'm gonna continue to tell.
They don't even let you ship to a different address than your billing address. So that's how quick they are.
That's how BAPE is.
Well,
sucks for me as a Canadian though, because I pay duties and stuff. So I have.
We're about to pay some duties. I'm about to ship a box to you that probably weighs about 80 pounds. So I'm gonna hit you with that shipping cost tomorrow, big fella. Get your wallet ready.
Can't wait to receive the package.
All right, let's move on. Lids is a stock down. There is something on the horizon, but honestly, a lot more of that kind of vanilla, everyday kind of, whatever, right? But nothing outstanding, and they're almost all out of all that alternate UV and that cool stuff that they dropped.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it? We're in April. I know towards the end of May, there's going to be something huge coming from Lids. Another huge onslaught of great stuff. So for now, it's a stock down. Not a whole lot going on there from our friends over at Lids right now. That doesn't mean there isn't great stuff coming, but right now, stock down. Any thoughts there, fellas?
No, just the equity they've built up with those cool collections a couple months ago is starting to run out.
Yeah,
we need more frequency from them. 100%. They want to stay up.
Totally agree.
Some of the woven stuff is starting to creep up too. So,
Yeah, I think
they're done with it, but.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that opening day stuff, and that was woven too, which kind of sucked because the hats itself were actually really dope.
Yeah,
but I mean, obviously they probably planned that for opening day, months before that. But again, like you guys said, I mean, looking forward, I guess, to seeing what they had. I'm interested to know if that gap of them not dropping something will bring a brand new hype again when they do drop something, because that might make it an event. You know what I mean? Like, since it's been a while. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Good point.
Good point, Andre.
All right.
Exclusive fitted stock up. They did have some newer stuff. I mean, we didn't really like a lot of it, but I think it was a stock up from the previous week. I don't know. Now that I think about it, they might be a roll.
Yeah.
They had a rough week.
I mean, I feel like they had a more rough week than they normally have lately.
Yeah, the midnight camos, right?
I don't care, man. I didn't mind that midnight camo Cubs hat. I didn't mind it. I didn't.
I mean, if you're into white hats too, they dropped quite a few of those. I know none of us are, but there are
That Seattle
people
hat. That
have-
Seattle hat was bad though.
The Seattle hat was bad,
Yeah,
but the other
that
ones
was horrible.
weren't bad.
Yeah.
But
Well, we could do a
Yeah,
real time. We could do a real time edit here and say they're a roll.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I think they're still
Rolling down the
stronger.
hill.
They're still stronger than 4U Caps and Ecap City though.
Oh, without a doubt.
Mm,
Well,
I don't know about for you, but yeah, Ecap City,
I
yeah,
I'd
for
go
sure.
for you above exclusive.
Yeah, I
For
would.
sure.
Not until I've washed off that whole Red Sox Yankees thing. Until that thing, I need another week for that to be washed
exclusive
off.
fit at least drops every day, like
Yeah.
consistently.
Yeah.
And have a
Yeah, no one's muscling me into saying 4U Caps is not until I feel like I've had that crying game shower and I can shower off that Yankees Red Sox fucking debacle.
Yeah, that shit was horrible.
For you at least had the soda pack. Like they had at least had
yeah,
a
but
signature pack.
What's that got? No, exclusive fitted. Hold
Have
on.
they had an exclusive pack? Like to be like, whoa, that's exclusive fitted.
Who? Yeah, they did those black paisleys.
Which black paisley?
They did the Colorado Rockies, the Oakland Athletics, the LA Dodgers, and there's one other team.
I thought
Yeah,
it
but
was
just-
Astros, maybe.
But just because someone doesn't have a pack doesn't mean that they're not doing better than the other store.
Especially a pack from like 4 months ago.
I love the soda pack,
Yeah,
but
it's been what, December that came out?
January or
January.
January, late
Yeah.
January, I think maybe. I don't know. It was somewhere around there.
February, I think.
Yeah, somewhere. But there was 2 phases to it, right? Yeah, it was probably late January.
Mhm.
But what's that? I don't understand what the soda pack has to do with me wanting to wash off that Red Sox Yankees hat.
No, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to like the Red Sox Yankees. I'm just saying, if you're ranking exclusive fitteds over for you, my argument would be for you Caps, and that at least they've had like a signature pack to be like, whoa, that's a cool.
This
pack.
year in totality, exclusive fitted is better. 4U Caps went through all of these crazy ass all-star game patches on hats that they don't belong on. Then they had all kinds of weird undervisors that were just popped on for the sake of popping them on there.
Yeah.
Not to say exclusive fitted didn't, but
Exclusive fitteds does that too.
they had way more hits. They had way more hits than 4U Caps so far this year, in my opinion. Now, 4U Caps, what it has going for it is college, some AHL hats, and Negro League hats. So, that I think potentially could give them a bit of an edge there. But overall, exclusive fitted, even when you go in the store, Andre's been in there with me. There's better hats in there than there is online.
I agreed.
Okay, so maybe that's like swaying it because I've never been in their store. I'd love to go. I'm sure they have good stuff. I take your word for it. I'm just saying, like online, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything online from exclusive fitteds to be like, well, I need.
I'm going to tell you, I want
right
4U Caps to be great. I want them to be great.
I
They're
kind of think that it might be maybe a scheduling or planning thing, because it seems like they go in spurts of having really good shit and then they have like really off shit, and I feel like some of that off shit might just be like wrongly planned, or maybe their shipments got fucked up, and I don't know. It seems like sometimes there's a little lapse between when they get a lot of new good shit, if that makes sense.
for you, you're saying, or for exclusive?
Yeah, for you, I feel like sometimes maybe like they get hats sporadically, and some of them are really good because like in store, like they got a lot of Bible shit. Like especially if you buy college hats, a lot of Bible shit. But I guess just kind of the fashion hats that they've been putting out has kind of been a lot of miss, but they still got good shit to buy from there, if that makes sense. It's just the hats that are like of the week sometimes be not really all there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fair points, Andre.
I have like 12 of their hats this year, and exclusive fitteds is 0. So just for me personally, I rock with 4U. That's all.
I feel that.
Yeah, but you also had 0 my fitted hats up until like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, but I have like 60 now. It's undeniable how good they are.
Yeah, but it's because you're not exposing yourself to exclusive fit as much either.
Yeah.
You're not. I think that's a fair assessment.
I'll make it a point. I'll make it a point.
When's the last time you've
been?
been on their website?
Not.
Yeah, I'm not doing it to challenge you to make you uncomfortable, Leon. What I'm saying
I'm just saying, like, they don't. To me personally, they don't have nothing to be like, yo, I need to buy that hat from exclusive fit.
But how do you know you haven't looked?
I follow them on Instagram. I follow Hat Crawler. I've never like seen it. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen anything like oh, I need that exclusive fitted hat. It's not a phrase that people say often.
I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, let's move on. Yeah. We'll debate that another day.
Yeah.
All right. Up. Sports World's got it up, and I think they had those black and reds, right? They had a couple of other things that kind of dropped over this week, right, Jason?
Yeah, they had some brown and pinks, a new Expos one that just flew off the shelves, and they restocked quite an Astros and a Cubs, and a Seattle one that just flew. And I don't really think they had a bad hat all week long. They had a peach and maroons Cardinals one that they dropped today that was just
good or bad?
Oh, great.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So any other thoughts on Sports World, fellas?
No, I mean they dropped some good stuff. I'm glad that they restocked that brown stuff because I ended up copping that Seattle hat. I missed that first time around like an idiot.
All right, cool. Moving on from
the best customer service, great service.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And their follower count on Instagram is, I think it's around 50,000 now.
Just keep shooting up.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got Toppers. Jason, I'll let you talk a little bit about Toppers.
Yeah. Toppers had a busy week for them. They had drops like 3 or 4 days this week. They did quite a few restocks on some of their classic ones, they did a nice mix of major league, OTC hats and colorways and minor league hats, all with good grays and stuff like that. So, really, really good week for Toppers.
Did anyone else notice Jason showing a little leg this evening?
Am I?
Yeah, I saw that. He's wearing shorts.
As he crossed his legs, he showed a little leg there, like Sharon Stone style.
Yeah, it was really warm today. So
he just did it again. He's teasing you, Leon. He's teasing you.
It's definitely not shorts weather. It's definitely not shorts weather over here.
Man, you need some sun, man. All right, let's blinding. All right, let's move on, guys. We got next up. We got My Fitteds as a whole. They did release the rest of their Magic Tree houses, right?
Yeah.
And they also dropped that Birmingham Barons upper deck, one of the two from that upper deck pack.
That's crazy.
My favorite hat of the week.
It is crazy, but listen. Once they get caught up, man, it's going to be nonstop for a little while because there's a lot of stuff. They still have a bunch of off-whites to drop, a bunch of minor league to drop, a bunch of just stuff everywhere. So they're a roll this week, but obviously that was that Birmingham Barons hat and the Magic Treehouse re-up was the highlight of their week, right?
People cannot wait. People cannot wait for those off-whites. See it in the comments all the time.
Oh, I get.
Do you know when?
They will not leave me alone personally. I don't know.
You're like the spokesman now, though.
We all
Hit
are.
me up. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Won't hear none of that.
Yeah.
Just gonna flex on them.
I'm talking to the money phone right now.
The comments are gonna be hot now.
Hey,
you be mad as you want.
Not as hot as you were on This Week in Caps, Leon. All right, so next up we've got all right. So we're in the final stages here. We're in our top two. So Hat Heaven, stock up. Gigantic 31 cap release, right? Tons of good grays with that old school flagless gray bottom collection. Incredible stuff. A bunch of alternate colorways, some minor league ones being re-upped in gray bottoms. Just crazy amounts of stuff. If you want to see more of that, check out This Week in Caps. We also did video kind of highlighting the release. So their stock was definitely up, and they're probably going to hold steady for a little while they're waiting for more stock to appear. But my God, deep and great stuff.
Factuals.
Right.
Yep.
Could have easily been number one spot.
Yeah. Could have
Like
been.
It was a
last
debate.
second-
Yeah. It was a
last second,
debate.
You know,
It's a debate. But when you look at Hat Club, who's in the top spot this week with a stock up,
Mhm.
I mean, listen, man, you can't deny the J Tips release.
Yeah.
What else is out there? You had the HCHL, the second phase of that.
Yeah.
You had
Emerald Bay.
yeah, the Emerald Bay stuff that dropped on Saturday. So those Mariners ones from that collection are super cool.
They were.
And they use that 89 All-Star patch.
All three were.
That 89 All-Star patch that's Griffey's rookie year, so it makes sense to kind of utilize that in that one case.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, they had a strong week, man. They had a strong week, and they're number one with a stock up this week. I don't know. It was tough though picking between them and Hat Heaven, right?
It was.
Yeah, it's tough.
For
I
sure.
think. What do you think it was that put them over the edge? I think it was the J Tip stuff. That's what put it over the edge.
I agree. That J-Tips release on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I honestly
Volume.
think that I think J Tips was right. I'm interested to see if hats start going in that direction. If so, they gonna have to give J Tips his fucking flowers, man, because that's like a different. Like we've gotten colored undervisors. We've gotten different materials. We've got neon, light, bright colors as much as possible. But mixing those bright ass colors and patches and flipping it different ways, I think that's going. I don't know. I think that might change some shit. I think people might start.
It might, but we also can't take the credit away from My Fittage, who's been doing a lot of that already too.
Yep.
Right. So My Fittage has been doing some crazy shit with listen, they've done hats with a camo visor and a different camo under visor and a different color crown. I mean, so I do think with the bright colors, even that Matilda hat, right?
Yeah, that was two colors I would never pick to put together like that, and just knocked it out of the park.
But you are right. I mean, Jay.
No, I agree. No, I agree with what you're saying. I think I guess to me, I didn't look at My Fitted using crazy colors like that just because I felt like their crazy colors kind of had a story.
Right. I know that does make it different, right? That does make it
because
different.
you're kind of looking at it more like, okay, like the Chambers of Secrets or whatever it was called. Like when you look at that hat at face value, like, oh damn, these colors are crazy. But then when you know what it is, it's like, oh, that's an art piece. Like,
yeah.
I'm interested to see if we're gonna get, a random White Sox hat with a green upper, a red bill, and a gray under, or you know what I mean? Like just different stuff like that, taking risks that you might have not seen before. I think My Fitteds in general takes huge risks, when they do things in general, and it's not like even a color thing. It could be
you're right though. They always have a story behind it. They always do. Yep. Jason, what were you gonna say?
Yeah. One thing I'm worried about though is, we saw it when the color undervisor thing really took off, is some of these places would take that trend and completely mess it up. I'm kind of scared to see what we might start seeing with some of these crazy color two-tones if that does take off.
Yeah. But people thought the same thing about colored UVs too.
No, I'm all for it. I'm just I'm in the wrong hands. It could get pretty
oh yeah, it's going to be
out there.
You put that in Ecap City's hands. I can't wait to see what happens with that shit.
That gives us more material to chef boots with. You know what I mean?
That's right, man. 100%. All right, guys, this was an informative stock drop and roll. Mm-hmm. I think there was some change. But there's also there's a lot of good stuff on the horizon too. I'm looking forward to see what's next. I know you guys are too, but I appreciated the time, fellas. This was good. I think with that, Leon, do you mind taking us away, big fella?
Yeah, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, rate, review, subscribe. Check out our podcast, available on all major platforms: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Until next time, stay fitted. We out.
See you, everybody.